Hey Wolfpack, what's up? It's Matty here. Right now, we're looking at crypto market that's alive. Bitcoin is sitting around $111,300. XRP is holding around the $2.45. And there's a fresh piece of macro news out today from the Dow Jones feed that's got traders talking. In this video, I'm going to unpack what that means, how it connects to the crypto charts right now, and what I'm personally watching in the next few days. So grab yourself a coffee, drop me a comment down below to let me know that you're here, and let's dive into it.
I am not a financial advisor. This video is based solely on my opinion on what I'm personally doing in this market. I also want to let you know that some of the links below and in the descriptions are affiliate links, meaning I may get a commission, but it will be at no extra cost to you. Please remember that under no circumstances will I ever contact you and ask you for investments. You can confirm all of my real social media handles in the description and also at milkshakematty.com. This content is for educational and entertainment only, and I'm not a financial advisor.
Before we get into the Bitcoin and XRP news, I just wanted to give a big thank you to everybody at Zebu Live that invited me and a host of the Wolfpack members to go and enjoy a really exciting 2-day event. It was fantastic. They looked after us better than I ever could have imagined. So thank you to every single one of you. And also a big shout out to the team from Bonk. I promised you after a few beers at the nightclub, at the after party, that I would wear your jacket on my next video. So here I am following through. Big shout out to the Bonk crew. So first, let's talk about the backdrop. A new report hit the Dow Jones wires earlier. It's sitting on TradingView front page also. And while you need a subscription to read the full thing, the headline is enough to tell you exactly what's going on. It looks like markets are reacting to expectations of interest rate cuts and a slight shift towards on-risk environment. That's exactly the kind of setup that lights a fire under crypto. You see, when traditional finance loosens its grip, risk assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP tend to surge. It's a classic story. Liquidity flows into the markets, and crypto sits right at the front of that queue. So whether you've read the full article or not, the takeaway is clear. Money is getting comfortable taking risks again. And that's why we're seeing Bitcoin over 111,000 and XRP holding above $2.40. Let's start with Bitcoin. At 111,300 US dollars, we've entered a psychological territory. Every round number past 100K adds a layer of emotion to the market, and emotion equals opportunity and danger. Now, here's the interesting part. When Bitcoin holds above 100K and starts building support, it often pulls in new institutional money. Funds that were waiting for confirmation. Traders that were sitting on the sidelines, and suddenly they feel they're missing the move. That's how these rallies sustain. But it's also how blow-off tops form. So what I'm looking at is very simple. Does Bitcoin continue to hold that 110 to 112 range with a clear higher lows and volume backing it up? If yes, we could be eyeing 115 or even 120 within days. But if no, and we slip back under the 105 mark, that's a warning sign that the move might be running out of steam. It's not about guessing the tops or the bottoms. It's about following structure. Bitcoin right now is the tide. When it moves, every other coin moves with it. Now, let's turn to XRP because a lot of you are here for that. At $2.45, XRP is sitting at a really interesting zone. We've seen consolidation here before. It's like the market's taking a deep breath. For me, $2.45 is the midpoint between the comfort and the breakout. If we see a push above $2.60 or even $2.70 with momentum, that could open the door for $3 or even $3.20 next. But if Bitcoin stumbles, XRP could quickly retest that $2 or even the $1.90 before finding its feet again. Remember, XRP follows Bitcoin's rhythm, not its rules. Sometimes it lags, sometimes it leads, but it always reacts to the bigger flow. So the key thing right now is confirmation. Don't FOMO into the middle of a range. Wait for a break and retest. That's the Wolfpack way. Now let's talk about structure, because this is where most traders lose money. Not in entries, but in discipline. If you're part of the Wolfpack, you already know the guardrails. If you're new here, let's have a quick recap. Number 1, always define your stop before you click the buy. Number 2, take partial profits early. Around 30% gain is perfect for a margin play. Then move your stop to break even. That turns every trade into a risk-free runner. Number 3, respect your loss limit. If the setup breaks, get out. Don't negotiate with it. Now, if I was looking at XRP right now, here's how I'd structure it. I'd be watching for that break above the $2.60. If it comes with volume and Bitcoin still looks healthy, I'd take an entry and target that $3 zone. Partial take at around 30% again, move the stop to break even and let the rest run. If it fails and drops below 230, then I'm out. No questions asked. For Bitcoin, it's the same idea. If we get a strong push above 115k with a solid volume, I'd look for consolidation towards that 120 mark. But if we close below the 105k on the daily, that's a warning flag. Trading is not guessing, it's execution. And execution means protecting capital first, profits second. By the way, if you're not already inside the Crypto Wolfpack, you're missing out on real-time trades, live streams, tools, and community that's built for winning together. You can grab 4 weeks free access right now by using the promo code CRASH7. The link's in the description, or just go straight to milkshakematty.com and click on the Crypto Wolfpack link. And for those asking what exchange I use for my leverage trades, it's called Bitunix. Right now, they've got some amazing new traded bonuses, up to 100,000 US dollars available, and KYC is optional. So if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description and also at milkshakematty.com. All right, let's look ahead to the next few days. And here's what I'll be watching for closely. The number one is the macro data. If we see any fresh comments about rate cuts or inflation cooling off, that's fuel for Bitcoin and alts. But if the opposite happens, watch for a short-term pullback. Number two is Bitcoin volume. Does this move above 111k carry weight? Or is it a fake pump? High volume with clean candle closes is exactly what we want to see. And then number three is XRP structure. Can it build a base above 240 and push through that 260? If yes, altcoins might light up again. If no, we wait patiently for the next setup. And finally, sentiment. Is the fear and greed index still in that fear territory? If yes, be careful of overexposure. If we pull back even further while prices hold, that's often a sign of a healthy consolidation before the next leg up. Let's take a minute to talk about the mindset, because that's where good traders separate from great ones. When you see Bitcoin breaking 111k and headlines everywhere about new highs incoming, you're going to feel the FOMO kicking in. That is normal. Everybody feels it. But remember, the Wolfpack trades the charts, not the emotion. We follow data, structure, and confirmation. If you can learn to wait for your setup while everybody else chases green candles, you'll win more often and lose less when the market inevitably snaps back. Trading is not about just being right. It's about staying in the game long enough to compound those wins. I've said this 1,000 times, but the market is a mechanism to transfer money from the impatient to the patient. And it's true. If you catch yourself itching to press that buy just because you don't want to miss out, take a breath. Ask yourself, is this setup in line with my plan, or am I just reacting to emotion? Stick to your rules. Your future self will 100% thank you. So let's wrap this up. Here's the summary. Bitcoin is at $111,300 and showing strength. If we see follow through above 115, the next target zone is 120 plus. If it fails and drops below 105k, that's our cue to tighten stops and step back. XRP is around $2.45 and waiting for a trigger. A break above that 260 could signal a run towards $3 and beyond. But if we lose that 230 zone, expect a short-term cool down. Macro backdrop is favorable right now. Rate cuts, risk on sentiment, liquidity flows. But that can change fast, so don't get complacent. Use your guardrails, plan your entries, protect your stops, and secure your profits early. Remember, trading is not about catching every move. It's about managing every move you catch. If you found value in this breakdown, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you haven't already, drop me a comment to let me know below that you've made it all the way to the end of this video. Once again, if you want to join the Crypto Wolfpack community, get 4 weeks free access to our signals, training, and live sessions. Use the promo code CRASH7. All the links are in the description or at milkshakematty.com. And for trading, my preferred exchange is Bitunix. You know what to do. Link in the description or at milkshakematty.com. So, thanks for watching. Stay sharp, trade smart, and keep it moving. And remember, the strength of the wolf is in the pack. I'll see you in the next one.